Jack and Annie sat on their porch in the warm summer twilight. Jack was reading a library book called Amazing Facts. "Get this," he said. "A beehive can have as many as 60 million bees in it." "Is that all?" Annie said. "Ha," said Jack. "Okay, then get this." He read, "Some experts say there might be 10 billion trillion stars in the universe." "Wrong," said Annie. "In fact, there are 10 billion trillion and 73. Jack laughed. They both looked up at the dark blue sky. The first stars were coming out. "Seriously, 10 billion trillion," said Annie. "I can't even imagine it." She stood up. "Hey, do you see that?" "What?" said Jack. "That little cloud," Annie said. "Where?" said Jack, standing. "Over the treetops," said Annie. "Oh, man," whispered Jack. He saw it too, a small, brightly glowing cloud over the Frog Creek woods. "We'd better check it out," said Annie. Jack put his book on a porch chair. "Mom? Dad?" he called through the screen door. "We'll be back soon." 15 minutes, their dad called. "We'll watch a movie together." "Great," called Jack. He grabbed his backpack and then turned to Annie. "Let's go, hurry." Jack and Annie dashed down the porch steps. They tore across their yard and headed up the sidewalk. When they came to the Frog Creek woods, they crossed the street and hurried between the trees. The darkening woods were filled with the sounds of crickets and frogs. The air smelled of warm green leaves and wood and earth. Soon Jack and Annie came to the tallest oak. "Hooray!" said Annie. The magic treehouse was back. It was shimmering against the evening sky. "Yes," said Jack. He grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Annie followed. They climbed into the treehouse. "Look," said Jack. In the last light of day, he saw a book on the floor. He grabbed the book. He read the title on the plain green cover. "Greenland, the world's largest island." "Greenland," said Annie. "That sounds nice." "Yeah, our teacher told us about Greenland," said Jack, "but I don't remember what he said." "Open the book," said Annie. Jack opened the book. He found a map in a pocket on the inside cover. He took it out and unfolded it. Everything was black and white, except for Greenland. The huge island was colored green. "Greenland sounds so beautiful," said Annie, "like it's filled with green grass and green trees." "Don't be fooled, it can't be very green," said Jack. "Why not?" said Annie. "Because look." With his finger, Jack traced a circle on the map. "This is the Arctic Circle. Inside the circle is most of Greenland, Norway, Iceland, and parts of Canada and Russia. It's one of the coldest regions in the world." "Oh, then why is the island called Greenland?" asked Annie. Jack shrugged. "And why are we going there?" he said. "Do you see anything from Morgan?" They looked around the treehouse again. "Here," said Annie. She picked up a small piece of yellow paper. She read aloud. "On your next journey, you will land on the shore of an island with icebergs, reindeer, and more. On a day that seems endless with no dark of night, travel through fog, travel through light. Explore different worlds, show friends where to go. Unite all these worlds with a word that will glow." "No dark of night," said Jack. "What does that mean?" "I don't know," said Annie. "And what about unite all these worlds with a word that will glow?" "Yeah, what word?" said Jack. "It sounds really cold, too, with icebergs, reindeer, and more." "But that could be fun," said Annie. "We can handle cold. Remember our great trip to the Arctic a while ago?" "Oh, right," said Jack. "We wore those polar bear masks." "And save the baby bears," said Annie. "That was fun, right?" "Yeah, it was," said Jack. "Okay, back to the cold." Annie pointed at the green island on their map. "I wish we could go there," she said. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still.